Oh yes, the Coke Zero. We're ripping a Coke Zero right on the start. How can I not? Lighting's a little weird. Different camera today. And we'll be back to normal next week. Apologies. We'll get it fixed. We're live. Back at it. Back at Proving Grounds. Was not intending for it to last this long. I wanted to rip through this game as fast as possible and get to ride. I got a haircut. Thank you. I know it looks really good. I did it myself. I didn't do it myself. My wife did it. It has been a busy week. It's been a long week. I'm incredibly congested, as I was most of this week. And it's not been great for me. I live in the Midwest, but I'm not built for it. I get the worst allergies and feel like I'm going to die about all of the time. So that's just fantastic. We've got a couple of things to get through. Looking sharp, King. Oh, thank you, Ryan. First things off, as I've been saying, blastergoblin.com. Get yourself a t-shirt. Follow whatever goes on there. And use the like button if you could. I realize that none of these get likes like ever. So if you feel so inclined, please just tap the little button with your finger. You probably use your thumb. Because I don't think you're like 90 and you're doing like this maneuver. I do it often, like more often than I should. But you know, if you get the time, it'd be appreciated. And you've probably seen a bunch of these, like I'm guessing the cover of game shorts going up. I recorded like 5 of those in one night, so they're gonna keep going up. They kind of did pretty decent numbers. So apologies if those get obnoxious because they're gonna keep happening for now. That's all my like housekeeping things out of the way. San Andreas video's coming. It's a long edit. I tried to recreate some stuff for a bit. It'll make sense when you see the video. But day before yesterday, I spent like an hour and a half trying to make it look like a car was on fire that wasn't on fire. Just for a specific shot. Like I'm putting too much work in it, and then I decided to go the route where I'm making it look real bad. Oh, what does Greg smell like? I wish I could tell you I was too congested to know, but I would assume well. Well, he smells well. I meant good. Yeah, we'll jump into that. Yesterday, drove like six hours both ways there and back. Wanted to see Ryan and Andy, but the schedules changed. Things moved around. Had to drop off a toddler. It was a whole nightmare. So didn't get to make that happen. I did go see Greg. I've got these over here, these little trinkets from the event. I got this little lanyard here for the meet and greet thing. I had to wear this all day. It's in all the pictures. And I got this signed poster from the event that was part of the meet and greet that he signed to Blaster Goblin. You're the man, because I didn't realize apparently I am much more important to them than I realized I was with the reaction he gave when I told him who I was. He gripped me by the shoulders and screamed in excitement. It was quite an experience. But he also, because, you know, we paid for 2 tickets, also signed one for my wife to Mrs. Blaster Goblin. And then they also gave us a t-shirt, too, with the same... It's a lot of the stuff with the same logo on it. So, that was that event. And there's a lot more to it. A lot of things happen. Yeah, so it was quite an experience going there. I didn't get all of the Chicago fun I wanted to, because we had to be there by 5 o'clock. But we also had to deal with getting a toddler a nap, dropping him off, and then getting in the car and going there. So, sorry, I'm really parched at the moment. And it's hot. It's so hot in here. I looked at the thermostat, it was on 71. And that 1 degree is really wrecking me. It's supposed to be 70 in here. Cool 70 all year round. That's how we do it. Yeah, so we'll jump into... I've got more event talk to do, but I figured why not do that with the game going, so you're not just staring at me while I tell you about the event I went to yesterday. That's kind of loud. That sounds loud to me. If the game is too loud or not too loud, let me know. As always, it's your job to do my job. I gotta get back to figuring out Proving Ground. That seems right. Yep, I've got it. That was quick. I'm getting it faster this time because I didn't start playing a bunch of 1+2 this week, like I have been the previous weeks. So I get back used to that engine, and then I switch back to this, and it's super confusing. I'm also gonna be sniffling a lot. I'm just all wrecked. My whole everything is wrecked. So there's a lot of little details I've got for this whole event. We drove there. Once we got to the place where it was, the actual event space, where I saw the late night with Greg Miller. Well, first off, on the way there, because of the congestion, I was so congested, my left eye was watering, like the entire day. It just was leaking like a broken faucet. It was obnoxious. It's so hard to drive when you're crying out of only one eye. It is just the worst feeling ever. For a half hour, I put on sunglasses, not because it was too bright, just because I thought maybe it would help my eye not leak, which was not the case at all. It did nothing. I thought it would do something, and it certainly did not. I forgot. I realized last time I have this final goal thing that I have no idea what it is. There's a double of game audio. Oh, okay. Yep, there you go. That should be fixed. The problem was I had desktop audio and game audio running at the same time. I had to reroute everything again because I had to get the PS2 back in to capture footage, like I said, for this San Andreas video. I'm still working on, 6 months later, and so I had to uproot the entire thing I had set up for the 360 and then put it all back right before the stream. So if things are a little wonky, that's why. I just had to to make things work for a little bit. So thank you for the assistance. The next thing, when we got there, we were there slightly early, and then they put us in a room with a bunch of other dudes that my wife said it's just a bunch of guys that look exactly like me. So that's cool to know that I have no like original personality or look to myself. I appreciated that.
You made it! Great, now get in there! Whoa, what are you talking about? What do you think I'm talking about? The biggest demo of the year! What about the other guys? Dude, you have killed the comps, had sick video parts, and you got the cover of the mag! You're beyond ready. Now get in there and show everyone how it's done.
This is the end of the game. Like, if I just start up and this is the end of the game, I guess we're just going to be playing this for fun. I don't know what we're doing here. I have not been paying attention to, like, any of the cutscenes or any information this entire game. I've just kind of been running through it and doing tier lists. I don't have any lists or anything for today. I figured to keep that. I don't want to abuse that too much. We're going to go back to the roots of the streams today. Okay, so anyways, they put us in a room, and then they took us up to the room. I have a short film that's 6 years old and not finished at this point. Fine. On the calendar. Yeah. Well, it's just that I've been talking about it. I've been like, hey, I'm making this San Andreas Bigfoot video for... I was playing Thug 2 when I first, like, said it out loud, and it's been playing longer than that. Like, it was, like, What is going on? Why can't I land that? So yeah, it was quite a while ago.
Do a flip trick.
Oh, I didn't realize I was supposed to be doing
Do a
A-
flip trick.
a certain trick that they called out.
Do a grab.
My bad. Yeah, it's been way too long since I mentioned it and have been working on it. I just keep pulling out other projects in the middle of it, and it's really slowing it down. And the weather slowed it down, but it's coming along. I'm happy with it. It'll get here when it gets here, hopefully next week. Back to where I was. They put us in a room. They sent us up an elevator, put us in a room. Greg came in with his big old briefcase. We got in line, talked to him. He yelled at me. Not yelled at me, but yelled in excitement in my face. And then from there, we got Giordano's Pizza. Giordano's, I think that's how you say it. They provided, they had the hookup for the event
Do a grab.
for all of us in that, like, that tier. I've never had it before. I've just heard it's really good. It was the deep dish. I'm a big deep dish guy.
Do a flip trick.
The one I'm used to getting, we usually get Nancy's. Is the one that we come across a lot. I don't know where else Nancy's is. I know it's not local because I know it's in other, like, it's not like super local to my exact area because I've seen it other places.
Do
Oh, double tap grab trick.
do a grab. Do a grab.
Sorry, I keep getting distracted on what it's telling me to do.
Do a grab.
This will help if I move this. There we go. I couldn't see my chat. I had to move it over. My guy Nancy's is my favorite pizza. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Yeah. I used to babysit my cousin, and they one time, for payment for babysitting us, brought Nancy's to us. Like, I'd never had it before. They brought us Nancy's and a gift card, and I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever had. We're going to Nancy's every day. And we lived, at the time, when I was in college, we lived down the road from a Nancy's. So we went there a lot. And that's also part of the reason I was the biggest I've ever been in my entire life in college. Because I was eating that and this local taco restaurant every day. And also drinking gallons of Mountain Dew. Which we'll get to more Mountain Dew. Usually cardboard. Yeah, so they did that. Then they later revealed during the show that the like CEO or whatever, I think they said CEO of Giordano's was there. If that's how you say it. I keep thinking it's that, but I'm not sure. So that was where it came from. It was a provided thing. It was very nice. Because we were like, oh, we're going to be starving for like 9 hours or whatever. Because we had to be there at 5. So like right before you would eat dinner. And then it didn't get over till like 10. So it was pretty sick that was there. Because I would have been going through it if I didn't eat for that long. I'm just not one of those people. Then, you know, after all that, it was cool. If you don't see my Instagram, that I met up with Jerica there, the homie that I did a video with months ago, like January. You probably didn't see it; it flopped. That she came all the way in from Alabama, I think, and that was super cool to actually see her in person. It was cool to have the experience of these people that I know only through the internet, seeing them in person. That's not happened to me before. It's very common, but not an experience I have experienced. And then we went down into the show, watched the show. It was very fun. It was some interviews, some Q&As and stuff. it was an all around nice event. Very much enjoyed. Worth the time. But there's one regret I have from this whole event, and it has to do with these streams. And I tried to make it work as good as I can, but there was nothing I could do to make it work. It was pointed out in the middle of the show. I did not realize they were there. In the middle of the show, he pointed it out. On the exact row of seats that I was in. It wasn't like a huge venue. It was like a 600 seat place, I think, maybe. If that. In the exact row, not even all the way on the other side, in like the middle for me. So maybe 12 seats down. At the most, 12 seats. It was pointed out that both Adam Boyes and Dave Lang were in the audience. If you don't know who they are, Dave Lang is the founder of Iron Galaxy, and Adam Boyes is the former CEO that just left in August. If you don't know what Iron Galaxy is, they're the people currently developing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3+4. I waited outside the door to see if I could catch them, to try to hook something up. They never came out of that door. I don't know where they went. The opportunity of a lifetime was at my feet, and I couldn't make it work. I wanted to. We walked around. I talked to Jericho a little bit outside of the thing. Kind of kept my eye out. Didn't see him coming. So, I tried, but it didn't work. Oh, this is a nail the trick thing. But it would have been the opportunity of a lifetime. If I could have made that work. So, you know, it was in my grasp. All that to say, if this ever gets back to either of them, I drove 6 hours. I'll drive another 6 if there's any kind of hookup I can get with 3+4. If this ever gets seen by Adam or Dave, I would 100% do anything to be a part of that. Okay, so what am I supposed to do here because I wasn't paying attention? I hate these nail the trick things. Why do these keep happening? You didn't overstep. That's better, right? People wrong time. Yeah. Yeah, it was a kind of a like, if I can, I'm gonna shoot my shot kind of moment. But it's not the end of the world if it doesn't happen. And it didn't happen. But it was cool. Also, just kind of cool to be in the room with those guys. And I know, like Adam he's not the CEO anymore. So, like, I don't know how much pull he really has, what he could do. And Dave is not the CEO either. He's just the founder, and I don't know what his involvement is. I know he's still there, so I mean, I'm sure as the founder he has things he can do. But like, I'm sure nothing would have even come from it. But it would have been a cool opportunity. So I wanted to go for it, and it did not work. I don't know what this wants. There's no room to do that many board rotations here. If it says 5 board rotations, not possible. Not gonna happen here.
Someone get a mop.
I haven't done anything yet because I don't know what's happening. It's nail the trick, nail the grab, nail the manual. I don't even know what this thing's looking for from me.
Whoa, gnarly!
I don't remember how you do the nail the manual thing. Nope, that's not it. That's not it either. Nope. I don't know how this works anymore. I've forgotten how the nail the manual thing works. It's gone. I had it last week and it's just completely gone since then. Now, if I just do another transition, does that count? Or is it asking me to do 2 in 1 run? No, it wants me to do 2 in 1 jump? There's not enough space here to do that.
No way.
That was 2 transitions.
You alright?
That was 100% 2 transitions. I don't know what it wants. What does it want from me? Oh, it says right there, big tricks. There you go. I did do it. Can I just keep doing the same one?
That was sick.
No. There's so little room here. So little place to air. Yeah, there's no way you're ever going to get 5 board rotations on this. Yeah, there's no way. No way that's going to happen. Unless I can do unless like a shove it style push would do it. Yeah, I got 2 seconds left to do it. Nail the trick is what killed Neversoft's Tony Hawk games. That's why nobody remembers these.
You alright?
Getting like no air off of this. This sucks.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
So anyways, that was the Greg Miller event. Other than that, on the way home, the Giordano's wasn't doing it for me, so we stopped at a Taco Bell at 11:39, and it took like 4.5 hours for them to make my 2 chicken tacos and a potato taco. I don't know what happened. Every time I come home from a show and it's late, like there's always a it's super late. We just came back from a show. Let's hit a drive-through, and it takes upwards to 4 hours. Like I don't know why they're so slow after like 9 p.m. That was not 5 rotations. That had to be like close. Was that 4 rotations?
Someone get a mop.
I didn't know that was gonna be a finger flip. I screwed myself there. I could have had my grab tricks done.
That's gotta hurt.
Normally it takes me at least like 20 minutes into the stream before I end up in something like this, and I just went right into it today. Usually the thing that I am stuck on for 4.5 hours it's fairly deep into the stream.
That was amazing.
There we go. Now if I do that same one again, does that count? No, but it got me that one. Oh, yeah, it does count. Cool, I'll just keep doing that one then. I didn't know I could just do the same one over and over again. Well, that's going to save this so much time.
Was amazing. Oh, you alright?
If I can land them, of course. Which doesn't seem to be a thing I can do anymore.
That was huge. Oh, gnarly.
So just enjoy me doing this same thing like 10 times.
Nice. Keep it up.
5 more times. That's all we gotta do, and then we're through this. We can move on to something else. There's more things to talk about this week than just that, and I'll, as soon as I can pull up my notes,
No way.
we'll get to that. Because I feel like I wrote down more in my notes than just this one event. It was kind of all my week was leading to. I didn't really do much else this week other than edit this one video
That was amazing.
and go to that event. That's kind of my thing. And have a sick toddler all week. That was also a big part of the week. The little man was not doing too hot this week.
Oh,
I
that's gotta hurt.
accidentally finger flipped right at the end. Why did I do that? Why did that happen? You'd think I've done this 10 times, I could do that, no problem. I just did it again.
Nice.
There we go. Isn't that all I needed? Can I just keep doing it? I guess for the next 13 seconds?
Yeah, bro. Oh, you alright?
Oh well, that's done. I think. The event should be done. I looked at my notes. I forgot I also put some notes from the day. the event and such.
Finale is 3 runs, and you're in all of them. In the first one, you do an invert between those flags. First, one of us will air over you, so we do doubles.
Oh.
Switch to a sad plant if you can, and then 2 of us will air over you.
Every time they put these stupid doubles in here. It's not cool in a game. It's not cool.
Oh, and watch out for the pyro.
I forgot that I did put some notes for things to not forget, because I did absolutely forget them. One of the things that I completely forgot was that in one of my 12 bathroom breaks on the way there, I was in a Casey's, I was in God's country, Casey's, and what the hell? Just lip on the thing. Quit grinding! My God, I hate a lip trigger. I'm not in the mood for this today. Why? Why won't you just grind? Or not grind. Stop grinding. Lip. Are you serious? What is wrong with this? Why? Why won't it just lip? It's literally the worst trick in the game. Why is it? Why? Why won't it lip? Why would they put these on the same button? They didn't think after all this time that, like, maybe they should change the lip trick button to a button that is not the one that is going to do the exact opposite thing you want it to do. I don't know how to tell it to do anything else. Can I remap it to something else? Do I have to hold right trigger? Is that a new thing they started in this game? My complaint. They heard my complaint. They changed the button. The button is something different.
Okay, this routine. First, Bob will do
I didn't even know that happened. This is all new to me.
Sure to get lots of air. Bob does not. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Well, that looks cooler than what it was.
Someone get
Nail. Oh, I have to nail the grab over it. Of course I do. Of course, I always have to nail the grab or nail the trick over it. Anyways, so I'm on one of my 18 bathroom breaks through the trip. This is such a silly little anecdote to go back to that I like stopped and brought it. Like there was suspense to this, but I was in Casey's and I go to wash my hands because I'm clean. There's a lot of graffiti in the sink. Not graffiti, I guess. So a couple of punk kids have vandalized the sink of this Casey's, which is just awful. Awful to do to such a great place, a Casey's. And in there's like, you know, just the worst of words you could put. Anything you can't say on TV is carved into the inside of this sink. About hating cops, just the letters strung together, you know, whatever, just whatever nonsense information. And then just in there, along with all of this stuff you would expect to see in your regular bathroom graffiti.
Nice.
There's just the name Kevin in the sink. And it was just hysterical to me, looking at all of this and then seeing Kevin in there. Just really tickled me at the moment.
Sweet. That was sick. Someone get a mop.
Oh, I failed? Oh, no, I didn't fail.
This routine is really
Like this fun, yeah. Yeah, there were words in there I've never seen or heard before.
You can make it all the way across if you do an aggro kick. Then nail a trick through the 3 rings.
And then Kevin, like, off to the
Really sick.
left.
Hit a- then nail
Really
it
enjoyed it.
past the second. Hit another branch, trucks up, and
Probably the highlight of the whole evening was that.
finally land in a nail manual to blow them away.
That was like the whole day.
Fire, man.
Was that's the whole day was really downhill from that moment. And all the other things I've already talked about happened after that moment. So that really shows you how much that meant to me. Landing on the far side for bonus points. Hit a branch just as you pass the first ring. Nail a grab in the second. Hit trucks up branch in the third and finally land it. That's wildly complicated. Can I do I have to go in? Can I do this to get some air? Oh, no. Oh, you know what I need to do is that stupid aggro kick.
You alright?
Keep forgetting about that stupid aggro kick.
Oh, gnarly.
God, I hate the aggro kick. I hate all of this. Everything that they added into Proving Ground. There's no way that gave me enough speed to get through here.
Oh, that's
Didn't think so. Okay. Well, that one's supposed to happen.
Someone get a mop.
What is it? Why is it like this? It's not even possible. I don't know if I can even make the jump. Like, no, I can't make that jump. I don't have the speed. It's not a possible jump for me to make. I landed like just a centimeter from where I needed to be. Nowhere near where I need to be.
Oh, gnarly.
How? It's not possible. It may help if I get my thumbs out from, like, I'm like punching the bottom of this desk with my thumbs. This is just truly an awful thing they're making me do. You can't see it, but my hands are in the air. I am a god at this moment.
When I first saw those shots, I just knew. I was like, that's a superstar right there.
This kid rips. His video part's epic. Oh, that chump knows he can't hang with this. That's the straight truth.
Come on, man. Respect the kid who steps it up and kills competition.
Be on time is late. To be late's unacceptable.
Okay, so that wasn't the end. Who knows how much longer this game could be.
You're on a roll. You got your own shoe. Hey, man.
Did I break it by putting the shoe on? Oh, those shoes are dumb. That's my shoe? I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I can't go anywhere. Can't pause. All I can do is watch these like framey dudes in the back kind of kick at each other. They're at a frame rate of like frame. Looks like stop motion. Well, I didn't see if it saved in there, but I sure hope it did, because I'm just stuck here completely. Let's try that. Let's see if that fixes it. Nope. All right, we're gonna have to do it. I think it saved in there. We'll just have to start and go back to square one. But since I'm doing that, I'm gonna have to shut off the gameplay music, and it's gonna take about 4.5 hours. I don't know if anyone's used a 360 in a while, but dear Lord, is it the slowest console on planet Earth? These things take forever to do literally anything. Well, so how are things? How's everybody doing today? Terrible weather we've had recently, right? Here in the Midwest. It's not been great. Can't say I've really enjoyed it all that much. This game has like one of the most boring menus for a Tony Hawk game. My guy, I am dangerously close getting back into wrestling. Oh, did you catch the WrestleMania shirt? Yeah, I skirt the line of being a wrestling fan all the time. I wouldn't say I'm like I wouldn't call myself a wrestling fan because I'm not like in it all the time. But I drop in every like 2 or 3 years and become the biggest wrestling fan for like, oh, I don't know, like it's 2 or 3 months, and then I drop out again. Is that not the one I just did? Oh no. Oh no, it says start your own team. So is there, or is it just still there? Oh yeah, it's been completed, right? That's what that means? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's been completed. No, it hasn't. Yes, it has. I'm an idiot. I figured it out. They're all different looking. I'm strictly a ruthless aggression fan at that. That was my time. Yeah, that's like what, 2007, 2006. That's like my deep wrestling era. And I base it solely off of like video games are my like window into wrestling. Like my earliest gaming memories are like what was that one? God. I keep wanting to say No Mercy, but I know was it No Mercy? That can't be right. No Mercy's not the Nintendo 64 one. You know the Nintendo 64 wrestling game. Everybody knows that one. It was such a classic. That was like a very early video game memories were that, and then like my biggest, most like into wrestling era I was like 2006, 2007, because I played SmackDown versus Raw 2006 like every day. There's probably hundreds of hours put into that. Being a fan leading up to the release of OG SmackDown versus Raw. Oh, yeah, you're ahead of me in time. You're a little farther ahead, or like a little earlier than me. Which 2006 was that the first numbered one? Or was there, I don't think there was a 2005. Maybe there was? That was like right when they went annual. So like I want to say the one I had on DVD I watched all the time was like WrestleMania 22, I think was the one I watched I like wore that DVD out. I watched it so many times. The Mick Foley Edge match was like, oh, this one's going to do a nail to man. I'm just not even going to do that goal. I have to do a manual down, I think. Yeah, I think the first SmackDown vs. Raw was 2005. Okay, yeah, so 2006 and 2007 were the ones I was like super into. And then I watched wrestling here and there. I would come back for little bits. But the last like wrestling game I got super into was when they came back for whatever, like, was it 2022? Was the first one they like came back after their, Jesus, sorry, the Coke Zero is getting me again. There was like, they had that big controversy where the game really sucked, and then all of a sudden they just like took a year off and came back with, I think, a new developer, and it was good. And that was, oh, it's a jump distance, not a manual distance. Ah, I'm such a ding dong. So who's your guy? Who's your favorite wrestler? Because in that era, mine was Kane. I was a huge Kane guy. I gotta say now, I'm really liking this whole heel arc for Cena. I have not been keeping up with like the actual episodes, but the highlights I've really been enjoying of this whole Cena heel arc. And I didn't care, like I wasn't a super big Cena guy at the time, like the height of his popularity. But now looking back on it, I get it. That guy rips. Plus I like his movies. He's like the good version of The Rock. Cause I'm like never really, oh, well, that was unexpected. I'm never like super excited to see a Rock movie because they're all the same thing. And John Cena movies about the same concept, that they're very similar. But I like the thing he does a lot more than the thing The Rock does. in every single movie. Yeah, Kane is a politician now, and I don't think he's a good one. Like, I'm pretty sure we don't align in the way we feel about things. So that's unfortunate. It's a separate the art from the artist situation for me, I guess. And it may be the other way. Maybe he's not, but I'm pretty sure he is. The Marine was actually a ton of fun. So was Canoon starring Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah, those are... I remember The Marine, but I remember watching it, but I could not tell you a single thing that happened in The Marine. And hasn't there been like 14 of those since? There's like... That's like the WWE's movie franchise is The Marine. They just love to go back to that well. Probably because that's a very basic thing for a lot of their people to be like, oh yeah, that guy, Marine. That's easy for a lot of their characters. I never saw Kane See No Evil. I recall watching that movie at one point. Another thing I could not tell you anything about. But that was it during the height of my Kane fandom that came out, so that would be the reason I watched it. And usually I have, like... Look, I got a broken brain. Like, I either have, like, a super good memory for the thing I watched, or I got nothing and have no idea what happened in it. And that is one that it's completely left my memory. There must not have been anything, like, super memorable, I guess would be the word I'm looking for, in Kane See No Evil. And if I remember right, there's a sequel, not starring Kane. Any guesses as to best wrestling match of all time? There's only one answer to the best wrestling match of all time. Well, I brought it up earlier. In my opinion, like, one of the best wrestling matches I've ever seen is Edge and Mick Foley at WrestleMania 22. It's a hardcore match. It's very good. That's always been my favorite. Is there another one that I should know is the favorite? Is there a universal favorite I don't know about? The funny thing is, I have a lot of friends. 1998. Oh, this is gonna come. King of the Ring. I like that it's coming in waves. Yeah, so you go back farther than I do in wrestling. I mean, I do love a lot of older wrestling, like Stone Cold era, but Mankind, Undertaker, Hell in a Cell. Oh, is that the one where he throws him, like, he falls through and, like, it nearly dies? Because if that's the one, then yeah, I have seen that one. Match of all time, it's not even close. Yeah, I have seen that match. Not one that came to mind, but yeah, I can see that as being the best match of all time. That makes sense. I'll give you that. That's our tier list today. Best wrestling match of all time. It's that one. That's the only thing on the list. No. No. Damn it. There we go. Well, I'm never going to be able to get up and reach that. Or I am. Wow. Man, I hate that aggro crick. It was before my time, but I was such an Undertaker fanboy. My time from like 2003, 2008. Okay. I had to go back and look at some of this because I missed a couple of things in here. I did not get a favorite wrestler from you, which I'm assuming now is Undertaker. But I see you convinced your wife to watch Greatest Match of All Time, which is what led to this. So I watched April 7th, 2006, SmackDown debut of the Great Khali. Man, I forgot about the Great Khali. What a dude. What an interesting character that is forever etched into my memory. Rey Mysterio defended the World Heavyweight Championship belt from Randy Orton. So are you just going back and watching miscellaneous episodes of SmackDown? Or is there like, are you looking for certain pieces? Or are you just like, I'll just watch a random whatever episode? What is that wanting? What is this thing? What is it? Oh, this is a manual? Oh boy. I don't even know how I land on that to manual it. Ah. I finally landed it. And I didn't even get the AM. Took place in Peoria, Illinois. Oh my god, I've been there. A memory will pop up from 2007 and I'll just Google it and pull up that show. It's awesome. So I'm gonna watch Jesse. I don't even know what that is. What is that? Jess and Festus. What is that? Never heard of that. So I say I'm getting back into wrestling so far. I mean, I'm reliving it. Okay, so you're not following the John Cena. You're not like the John Cena heel arc. That's what I'm into. Tuning into Netflix every Monday. You're like, I'm gonna Google and find this terrible 480p footage of a SmackDown from 20 years ago. I love that. That actually is, I feel like, the best way to get into wrestling. Like, you've cracked the code. I probably could have went for gold, but I'm just gonna take the pro. Is there a map to this game? That's not what I want. There we go. Guess I'll go do these BAM things. This game feels so casual. You just like wander around and start just doing miscellaneous stuff, and then eventually it's like, here's some shoes. Rocket Air the Cannon Gap. That was a nose grab. Is that the cannon gap? Oh, okay, up there. I see. I see the little ball thing. Ah, there's a nose grab. No. That's a rocket air. Oh, I have to take the stupid picture. Why is there a picture button? There you go. I'll take it. That's fine with me. Having me take the picture is dumb. I did hear about the scene to heel turn, which is crazy. Yeah, it is wild that he's just like, he's just Breaking Bad in his last time being in WWE.
Hold on. There's like a bunch of dudes not letting people in.
The West co-workers interesting, so there's just a lot of buzz leading into WrestleMania next week or whatever. Is that next week? WrestleMania is next week? That can't be right.
Watch out for the guards. Make sure you're not climbing right in front of them when they turn around.
Because even though like I don't follow wrestling, like I kind of have like an idea of when it is. So like I kind of have an idea of what's going on when they're doing it. I'm trying to get like make sense of what I'm saying here. What guard am I hiding from? This one? I don't know what guard I'm hiding from. What I was trying to say a minute ago was that I usually am like I know where they're at in the season leading up to like, you know, the Rumble and WrestleMania and such, so I know what's going on. And this year I just seem to have like no. Oh, guard caught me. Okay.
Who's this BAM guy anyhow?
Careful.
Guard is looking. Is it if the bar goes all the way down then I'm in trouble? No. Okay. Sorry, trying to figure this out. Yeah, it's April 19th and 20th. No way. Ah, why? How do I get up here faster? Guard is looking. Oh, okay. I can't be on it at all when guard is looking. You're in Vegas and there was billboards everywhere. Yeah, I don't know how I missed that it's happening. So that means like the Rumble happened recently, and I missed that also. I don't recall the Rumble happening anytime recently. Yeah, I've been like, you know, as usual, I'm like toying with the idea of getting back into wrestling. Maybe this is the push I need. Maybe I'll add a Discord window about wrestling. Just another chat group for that. Oh no. What is he looking from down there? He's not looking straight up. He's looking forward. I do like the way you're getting back into wrestling. The last few years, my way of like being into wrestling has been through Greg Miller's show on Peacock. This is awesome. It's just like, it's not anything recent. It was all just wrestling like highlights, but that's been canceled. So now I have to have something else to like, you know, scratch the wrestling itch. I've got nothing. How do I get the guard to look away? Oh, drop donuts. Of course it's drop donuts.
Donuts.
Oh. Drop a donut and then immediately fall on top of it. Tony Hawk games love a low-hanging fruit, cop likes a donut kind of joke. Shimmy on the rail to get to the ladder. Run down, run to the window. Be careful not to fall. Overshot the ladder. Nearly killed myself. Worked that time. No problem there. Worked like a charm.
Right here is a ridiculous spot for skating. We're gonna see what kind of mayhem we could get ourselves into. Hey, what are you doing here?
Wallet.
Hands off my booty! Woo!
Keep those cameras rolling.
I completely forgot that last week they set up that Bam steals your wallet. Hilarious person to pick to do that. The dude who had more money than like any other person in skateboarding. Oh, okay, I thought this whole place was gonna have moon physics.
Dude, Bam's in there waiting for you. Go show him up.
Watch it!
So let's get into BAM stuff since we're on BAM. This week I found a channel. There's a YouTube channel called, I want to say it's called Winkle TV. It is a Brazilian skateboarding channel. I think it's Brazilian. But they've been doing these videos where like normally it's just like them skating in Brazil, but now there've just been these weird like one-off videos where the guy is just like hanging around with BAM, and it's just like a vlog of BAM. Like, what am I? Oh, I'm supposed to show up his score. Okay. So I watched this video that I thought was gonna be like BAM skating because I was really confused of what it was, and it was like 20 minutes to a half hour of BAM at a vet with his dog and a jewelry store.
Hold on, dude. Let me hit the moon gravity switch.
Okay, that last one was easy. Let's see you get
And
up
it's
here.
like there's skateboarding in it, but it's just like all of this channel's other stuff is skateboarding, but now they just have these weird videos where they're just like, it's just a guy with a camera around BAM as BAM does mundane things. And I mean I've watched like all 4 of them because of course I'm going to, but it just seems like a baffling thing to do. Like it's weird that this channel is doing it. Has nothing to do with him outside of these new like blog things they've been doing.
There's no way you'll beat my record.
I hate when they add arrows into these. Like I'm not using those currently.
Look, fool, this is my show. So quit following me around like a little monkey.
Climb your way up to BAM while the cameras are still rolling.
Okay, get ready to look stupid. Let's see you acid drop into this huge combo. Don't you ever give up?
How is he doing these like massive jumps and then getting like 10 points? Also, why is it making me climb up to him every time? This seems like a massive waste of time. To have to parkour to him every single time. Like they were just really trying to stretch out the hours here.
Hey, little man, how's it going down there?
Oh, how could I possibly forget? Last of Us comes out this week. Oh, I gotta do that stupid nail the trick thing.
Hey, freak, this is it. I'm done screwing around. Get up here and let's settle this.
Is that something I can climb right there? Oh, okay. That doesn't look like something I should be able to climb. That looks like sound foam. Like, there's sound foam up here. Like, if I look up here, it's the same thing. It doesn't look like something you should be able to climb on. I apologize for the mic punching. Yeah, so Last of Us starts back up this week. I'm super excited for it. I was never like, I'm not like a massive Last of Us game fan. Like I don't agree with it being like the greatest game of all time. A lot of people think it is. I enjoy Last of Us. I enjoy the story of Last of Us. I'm a huge Uncharted fan. Really like Uncharted. Don't even get me started on Jack and Daxter, how great of a series Jack and Daxter is. But why won't he turn around? But Last of Us, I feel like the gameplay is not my thing, or like it lacks in the gameplay department. It's very stealth oriented, and when it comes to like not stealth, it just feels lacking. It just doesn't have the stuff. But I love the story of Last of Us, so I think it works great as a show. I'm super excited for that to come back. I am super curious. I won't spoil The Last of Us 2, the game, if anybody's planning on playing The Last of Us 2 now. Like if you weren't gonna play it, if you were gonna play it, you were probably gonna play it like after the last season came on. But I'll keep it light. But I'm curious. I don't know if it's been stated where exactly the whole cut is of Last of Us, because it's being split up into multiple seasons. I don't know if they've said that or not yet. I'm super curious about it. How am I supposed to get over to the thing that it wants me to, like, it wants me to get onto that and over, but I don't understand how I can get to it. Grab the thing. Firmly grasp the wall. Let me tell you, I broke the streak this week. I've been a Coke Zero only man for multiple weeks now. We've been chronicling it here. And both today and yesterday, I had regular non-zero sodas. And I feel like I owe an apology. Like, I really convinced you guys all that I was I was the zero only guy now. Gotta say, wasn't as enjoyable this time as it used to be. Come on. I downed a Pib today. So here's the thing. One of them was a Pib. The other, there we go. No. Okay. Nope. One of them was a Pib today. I ate a Pib with dinner. And yesterday at the Taco Bell, no zero option. So I allowed myself to have a Pepsi. Gotta say, it wasn't the most enjoyable experience of my life. Now, what am I supposed to do here? Oh, how many seconds of grind? Okay. There we go. Yeah, it wasn't the worst part of the Pepsi was all right. I can live with a Pepsi. It's just it's not as good. But afterwards, I was real tired because I was driving back. It was 1:30 in the morning by the time we got back, and I'd been driving all day. And then I was editing all night the night before, so I didn't go to bed until like 2 the night before. So I was feeling it, and I was like, I'm just going to start chewing on the ice out of this Pepsi that's gone. And Taco Bell ice cubes, what do they make them out of? Because that was it felt like I was chewing on frozen lake water. Like, the flavor was just awful.
Are you gonna let him do that to me, dude? You're the producer. Produce him out of here now. I'll be in my trailer.
Listen, kid, that was great stuff.
Huh?
I've
Never seen him get like that. Fantastic. Hey, how'd you like to make some money? Like some real big money, huh?
Go on.
He would get a Baja Blast, but whatever. So the other thing that happened while we were there is that
Bingo.
my wife got a Baja Blast, and they just gave her a straight up regular Mountain Dew, which neither of us have drank. I haven't drank a regular Mountain Dew
Here it comes again.
since college. She hasn't drank a regular Mountain Dew since well before then.
Come on, man. Another spot where there's
And, like, as soon as we handed it to her, like, that doesn't look like dish soap. Like, that cannot be a Baja Blast, and it certainly wasn't. And I took one sip of it to verify that it wasn't like watered down Baja Blast. Man, what a shock to the system to have a regular Mountain Dew. Find pros for your team. I've already impressed those. So this is where I came to last week, looking at the game progress. So I think I'm at the end because, sorry, zero's hitting me again. Like, it just has these little things that you're like working towards. Get the signature shoe, get the deck, start the team. So build the team, I think, is the last thing, and then I'm done. I mean, there's the different classes, but the story progression is almost done. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of extra things to do here. But this might end tonight, which means, because what time is it? 10:44. Usually go to between midnight and 1. That means that next week could be Ride, which is going to be wildly fun. I hope. Because it could also be real bad to do Ride. Mountain Dew has its place, but it will knock the wind out of you. It felt like I fell out of a tree. Like you, or like, you know when you're a little kid and you're on, like, we'll just say, yeah, you're climbing a tree and you just are too stupid to know how to grab the next branch and you just fall. And you just get all the wind knocked out of your body. That is the experience it is to have one sip of a Mountain Dew after not having one forever. Oh, hey, whoever subscribed, I really appreciate you. Thanks for hitting that subscribe button. We're real close. 800 is in my grasp. I can feel it. I can feel 800. Oh, I didn't take the picture. Those are stupid because I can't, when I'm in that mode, I can't take the picture and also do this thing. They don't make the buttons make sense for that to work. What is that? Is that a grind? Notice. What am I noticing? You want me to notice the top of that? It doesn't even seem like it works like it'll notice that. Ah. I tried to get it. It's weird to have a timer on that. It should just let me do it. That's fine. We'll move on. We're going to BAM. Can't wait. Tony Hawk's ride the hype train. I just hope it's not. I hope it's not a super long game. Like, I'm excited for it. But also, if it's like 6 streams of me falling off a skateboard, is that what the world really wants? My only hope. Oh, hey man, how's it going? Glad to see you in here. My only hope is that that Tony Hawk ride somehow translates to an actual skateboard, and I get really good at it through playing Tony Hawk Ride. You know, kind of like how playing Guitar Hero definitely 100% makes you a good guitar player. What is this one? What is this thing up here that I can't get to? Oh, grind is the other way. Oh, it was over there. I went the wrong way with it. What do we want to talk about now? Can you put trucks on the peripheral after ride tread? Do a kickflip like that Scientology skateboarding channel did? Oh man, you talking about Aaron Cairo? Oh, train. You make it, we skate it, or was it? They had a couple names like you make it, we skate it, and then they also had Stupid Skate. They had a couple different series. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was an Aaron Cairo fan for a while. I watched an absurd amount of Braille skateboarding in the day. I did watch the Tony Hawk's ride board truck that video, and the time they put trucks on a TV and on an iPad and whatever else they put trucks on, and did a kickflip, and we were all like, "That's the coolest thing I've ever seen." It's funny that you bring him up, though. That's my introduction to Scientology. It's funny you bring him up because I haven't mentioned it, but in the last few weeks, I have been deep down the Scientology rabbit hole. Just seeing what there is to see about Scientology. And it's been guided through by Aaron Cairo. Not that I've been, like, following Aaron Cairo, because not the place I want to be is publicly known as the guy who follows him still. But there's a lot of people that were like associated with him that were doing like reaction videos and stuff too. Was it the Sunny V2 Fall of Aaron Cairo video that came out recently? And like, I've just been watching people talk about him and how Scientology works. It's been like a wild amount of entertainment for me just going down that rabbit hole.
Bam's filming somewhere in the metro.
If you watch Liam, he's leaving Scientology. Actually, it's really good. No, I've never heard of that.
To get into the shot.
But I'm going to screenshot that real quick. And by screenshot, I mean just take a picture of the chat with my phone so I can remember to look into that. Because I just been watching video after video of people talking about Scientology. Because it's interesting to me how it works. I would never be a Scientologist. But I'm baffled at how that whole thing works. I'm confused at how anybody who doesn't make hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars are a part of Scientology. Like, it seems like a lot of these people that have their, like, leaving Scientology channels or whatever, like, they don't seem to be that wealthy. And That's like a huge requirement.
Get on the service cart and knock us down
Scientology in the
Bam
aftermath.
while they're still
Okay, well, let me retake a picture of this here chat then, so I can get that.
Switch up your
It's on
non-restricted
Tubi, of course.
team
Oh,
combo
don't bring
for
up
account.
Tubi. don't, don't bring that name into this home. Okay. What is this goal? Oh, okay. Bailed again. All right. I have to, like, Tubi, I never am like, oh man, I'm going to check Tubi for what I'm going to watch. I mean, usually at this point, I'm not doing as much browsing as I used to do on streaming services. But Tubi was never one I used, like, a lot. Until, like, unless there's always something that you're like, I want to watch this, but I can't find it anywhere. And they're like, it's on Tubi. Like, the strangest movie you'd never think of is on Tubi.
Get on the service cart again, but this time manual through Bam set. Switch up your manual tricks to score a huge combo in front.
Oh, I didn't realize what this goal was. You're just wrecking Bam's video part. They really just made him the villain of this one for no reason at all.
Yo, get that thing out. Ooh, now you really pissed him off. Looks like he's coming over to pummel you. Yo, why don't you greet him with a metro train? Jump off this QP.
He wants me to kill Bam?
To walk, then grab the high pipe up here. Then slide over and jump to hang from the switch and set the metro train all clear signal.
This goal is kill Bam. They want me to hit him with a train? Okay. Well, that was not what I was supposed to do. Okay. Well, we don't know what that was about. There we go. Now we're going to kill Bam.
Here comes Bam.
Looks like I can get it on Plex. Yeah, there you go. I won't step foot in it. No, I watched Tubi.
What the hell? Look out! What the hell? Must skate faster! Oh my god!
Oh my god, I did kill Bam. I murdered Bam.
Sweet, you totally trashed his show.
Yeah, where to next?
Next up is the bridge by Philly.
Did we kill him? Did that goal just end with murdering the skateboard legend Bam Margera? Is he dead? If he's alive, I'm baffled. You hit him with a train. There's no way that he was not just murdered. That's way above any of the insanity of Underground 2. What just happened? There's no way. So anyways, where we were in the whole Scientology thing, yeah, I definitely, and I also need to remember to get your Plex that I meant to send into the Discord and I forgot. Join the public Discord, link in the description. Try to get Ryan to let you go on his Plex. Watch Scientology movie. that's the plug for today. All these videos I've been watching about Scientology recently. I just really want to state that I have no interest in in being a part of something like that. I also don't have enough money. Because, like, the classes are like... If I wanted to be a Scientologist, I don't even know how I'd go about it. Because you gotta pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to, like, even be in it. And, like, I didn't realize, like, people like Tom Cruise that are super deep in it, like, to be in a movie with Tom Cruise, I think you have to also be a Scientologist. Like, to be, like, in a starring role, I believe. I had heard something like that in all of these things. Which can't be... Feels like it can't be true. But, like... He was in a movie with Jason Lee, who was at one point a Scientologist. He's not now, but he was. There's also, like, a lot of skateboarders that... It's kind of a thing that's fairly common in the skateboarding community. Eric Costin, I believe, is, like, a huge Scientologist. Go as much as you can in front of the camera while Bam is still up on the crane. Where's the camera?
Wait a second. What's going on down there?
Oh, okay. Y'all know about the IBLP. No idea. What is that? Is that Scientology related? Is that a new religion that I consider? I guess I should preface that my interest in Scientology is not like a weird thing that just I have I have an interest in religions just in general. I was raised Christian and I just enjoy those. I wouldn't say I'm anything now. I just like I was a very Christian home as a child. I loved Bible Man, but like anything that's religion based is just interesting. Something about that has made that very interesting to me. So I will deep dive a religion just to see what's in there. And apparently right now, the one that I'm deep diving is Scientology.
Wait a second. What's going on down there?
Shiny happy people. Duggar family secrets. It's the family from the reality show 19 Kids and Counting. Like that's a religion? Jump up and climb on the crane. Jump up and climb the ladder to the top of the crane while avoiding Bam. Oh. It's a cult. Track these days. Like FLDS. I don't know what that one is either. Oh. Dude just died. Okay, grind. Nope. The water looks fairly nice for a 360 game, right? Like, now that I'm looking at it, I haven't really looked up at it. Doesn't look bad.
Well, no matter what, where do we go?
What is the purpose here? Why do we keep going back from end to end on the crane? Also, still baffled how Bam is alive because we hit him with a train. Oh, and now we dropped him off a crane. I think, like, maybe this is the era where Tony is a little jealous of Bam's success, so he just made a game where part of the plot is to murder him.
Yeah, but it makes for great TV. You should be thanking our young friend here.
What are you talking about?
Network loves the new
Fundamentalist
stuff.
Mormons.
Yeah, right. Shut the hell up.
This guy right here.
Oh,
he's a
shit.
handsome-
Stuff going on by
Really?
Funny story. The
How would you like your own
IBLP
show?
organization
What?
headquarters is like 10
You're
minutes
a-
from my
you're
house.
a-
Oh my god.
You on board?
The fundamentalist Mormons
When they offer you a
are
show, you don't
10 minutes from your house?
Yeah.
I was
That's the smartest thing you said all day. Oh, and you could have
I was
it
actually
back.
the other day listening to a podcast about Mormonism. It was an interview with someone who left Mormonism.
Another skater with a team.
So I was kind of down that rabbit hole too. Not as much as I am in the Scientology one though. I'm not super educated on the Mormons, except for, everything that South Park has given me. South Park is a great resource for learning about religions. South Park is a great religion starter pack. Yeah, that was my first introduction to like Mormonism and Scientology, all of that. I first experienced through South Park's episodes. Like the South Park the Scientology episode is so iconic. Okay, apparently that little marker does nothing. It must be a middle of the... I can never remember what color the starting marker is. Oh, nope, didn't mean to do that. Already finished that goal. Don't restart it. Quit goal. My goals. Current episode. Your team. Oh, is that what I'm supposed to be doing I'm supposed to be impressing these guys to build my team? My bad. Where do I go? I have to now after this. After trying to murder Bam with a train, now they're like, try get him to join your skate team. You know that guy you murdered with a train and then dropped him off of the top of a crane and ruined his TV show? See if he wants to skateboard with you a little bit. Who is writing this? I'm not saying the writing of a Tony Hawk game was ever very great, but who was writing this one specifically? This open world is a lot more confusing and not it doesn't feel as well put together as the Project 8 one was. I think this game plays significantly better than Project 8 did, but it's confusing the way the map is laid out.
Hey kid, you know what's fun? Treasure hunting. That's what. Just don't take it all, you greedy pirate. Arr! Hey, you know another word for treasure? Booty.
Can you imagine the check, the size of the check that this man got to say, you know what's another word for treasure? Booty. This, I don't know, what, he's probably like 27 at this time. Maybe not even that old. Regardless, grown man got paid a very large check to say those words. Because you know his contract was not cheap. I know there was a thing around like Thug 2. That's where there's suddenly like a huge hit to the roster where a bunch of people disappeared. Is that they, instead of getting negotiated rates, they got like all dropped down to like a flat rate, I believe. And I don't think that applied to Bam. I mean, clearly in Thug 2 he was like the star of that, so he definitely made a lot more than a lot of other people. But I know this man didn't get paid like $2,000 to say those words. He definitely got a fat check to say, you know what's another word for treasure? Booty. And honestly, this whole rant here comes from just jealousy. I would love to make money for saying something that stupid. I have a chance now with 3 plus 4. Come on, guys, put me in. Let me deliver that one line. It has nothing to do with that game. There's no space for it. That game's definitely not going to have voice acting like anywhere in it. It's my time, though. Somebody clip that. Make that a short clip. I know I've really been on top of those lately, but like I don't want to make that one myself. There it is. Okay. So do I have to find all 35? Well, that could have been that one. Do I have to find all 35 of these? Or can I just find... It must be all 35 of them. And I don't know. It says hints used, and I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what that means, but I don't know how I would use a hint here. Extreme Skate Adventure next. I've been thinking about it, about moving into other extreme sports games, because I was really thinking about it this week, like where I'm gonna go after the Tony Hawk series is done for the streams, and I was just scrolling Instagram, as I'm known to do very often, and I watched a video. I was just like locked in on this video of someone playing aggressive inline, like just rewatching the same 4-minute clip for like 20 minutes. Just baffled at how similar it is to Tony Hawk, because I've never seen gameplay of aggressive inline, and I was like, there's a lot more of these action sports games than I realized. So maybe that will just be the thing. I'll just keep going to different ones. Obviously, the Skate franchise is a solid next place to go. But I've never played through Disney Extreme Skate Extreme Skate Adventure. There's two of them. There's the one that's the Konami one that's not very good, that I can't remember I can never remember the names of them. One's like, that one might just be Disney Skate, Disney Extreme Skate, and one's Adventure. I don't remember. There's two of them. Also, nice to see a new face in the chat. Appreciate you coming in here and watching me struggle to find these little pirate chests here and ramble on about Bam's paychecks. But as I was also going through that thought, I'm back on that thought. I got off of it and I'm back onto the thought of other extreme sports games. Like, think of the opportunities that opens up for me, because not only could we end up with something like aggressive inline, but then we also open up possibilities to like BMX Triple X. That could be an option. Or whatever that Dave Mirra game that was mentioned, was it a few weeks ago by Ryan, about the one where you like turn into a first-person shooter at the end? Plus all of the other thing I got, same situation, Instagram video, watched it for way too long, was a guy playing the Skate 3 double bridge gap, that's like a meme, but it was in it was modded into a motocross game. And I was just thinking about the incredible era that was the motocross game era on PS2. Like MX versus ATV and ATV Off-Road Fury. All of those like moto and ATV games. Really, I enjoyed the moto side of it more than I don't think ATV racing is as cool as just like a dirt bike. I don't know why. It's less wheels, and I don't know why that makes it more exciting to me. Just into the more wheels concept, I guess. Oh, look at that. I don't know how to get out of here now. I've gotten down in here and I don't know how to get out. I'm stuck. Is it really gonna make me collect all 35 of these? Because there's no way I'm gonna be able to figure out how to get to all 35 of these. This goal had a 15-minute timer on it. And I'm not halfway yet. This is a kicker. Why did it send me up like that? I want to get up there onto that thing. Okay. I want to try to get that one on that plane, and I can't figure out how to get it to go up there. Okay. Well, maybe this... Nope. I thought it was over the top of that thing. I was going to be doing that for way too long. I'm glad the camera shifted and showed me where I was. Man, I hope this is not all 35 of these required. And where's the hint button? Is there like a prompt I'm missing? Oh, you just go... That, I mean, kind of nice that that just happened. It's right there, but... Oh, it just shows me where one is? That's it? Alright, well that's the least useful thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm never gonna make it to that. Is there another way to it other than trying to very precisely hit that jump? Well, where else could they be? That should have got that. I was perfectly lined up for that. I was robbed. I was robbed of that pirate chest. I don't even know where that, like, engine thing is I got the hint for. There's so many more of these, and I don't know where any of them could possibly be. It's like I'm missing a whole section of this map. Is it up there? Is that what that is? Up there? No, there's nothing in here. Ah, there we go. That'll get me somewhere. Not where I intended to go, but it'll work. I don't even know how I get up there to get to those. I have to like really learn the layout of this whole thing to figure any of this out. Okay, there's that. Oh, there we go. Am achieved. So I don't have to get all 35. I've got most of what I've got enough for what I need. That's the important part. I've received an AM. Well, I just end the run. Okay, there we go. End the run. But my chat window's bugging out over here. There we go. Oh, I had finished my Coke Zero. I was looking around for it. I don't have it anymore. Where are we at? 11:25. Team built. What does that mean? Does that mean I'm done? Progress towards having built your team. So how many do I need to get on my team? Is that enough? Or do I need to go get all of these guys also? Because if so, that's a lot of episodes I still got to run through. And hopefully they don't all take as long as Bam of finding 1 million treasure chests in there. That was insane. Oh, that's a grind? I didn't even realize that was a grind. I don't need to do this. I'm building the team. Like, I think that's all I need to do to finish this game is build the team. Oh no, that tube. Yeah, because that bar's not going anywhere until I build that team. Oh, that's him right there. Okay. He's the guy I'm standing right next to. That was the guy that I needed to go talk to.
Get on as many people's vacation movies as possible. Trust me, they'll be totally.
What else do I got in here? I've enjoyed relying on the chat, but got a couple other things I could get to, I guess. Oh, I keep dropping out of there. There's not enough room in this little camera space to do that. Oh, okay. It's impressed them with nail the trick. I wish I would have known that. I wish I had to do the worst. I would have known I had to do the worst form of tricks in this game. Has to be a nail the trick flip to count. Of course it does. It has to be the worst form of this game.
That was mustard.
That was mustard. I agree. I keep seeing that term come up. I've never heard it in my life before. And now suddenly everyone is acting like they've used it forever. I've never heard anyone say something was mustard. That's entirely a new saying that people have just decided that they used to say. Now, this game would be proof of that being an actual thing, but still. You know, because this game is super old. But I still don't, like, entirely believe it. That people have been saying that for a long time at all.
Kidding me?
There we go. All done? Okay. These games wouldn't be so awful if Nail the Trick didn't exist. Does it count if it's with a grind? Oh no, there's like a trigger you hold, right? Is it that? Yeah, that's what it is. To do a nail the manual, you have to hold right trigger when you jump in. Yeah, then you can do the nail the trick. That's right. And then from there, well, stop landing on the wheels.
Excuse you.
Okay. Well, can I do the like? Oh, okay, yeah, that'll work. I'll just put a quarter pipe down? That'll work. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Can you do something better?
Oh, okay. Well, didn't know that was gonna be. I was off the ramp. Perfect. Achieved AM in the last second of the thing. There we go. just by a hair, I made it in there.
Over here, Skate.
I'm really hoping that I can get by on just these 4 guys.
There's lots of great transition to ride.
Like if it's just these 4, we're
Show me what
golden.
you've got with your grabs and finger flips. Get as creative as possible and push your limits.
Ah, the nail, the grab. I hit the wrong button. Attain the highest total nail the grab score you can.
I've never seen that before. Wow, you'll have to come up with a name for that one.
Well, this is easier than I thought it would be. It's just doing a bunch of grab tricks. Until I accidentally try to do a flip trick at the end.
That was awesome. Great one.
Finger flip has got to be worth a lot, right?
Wow, you'll have to come up with a name.
If I can remember how to do one instead, I just spun in a little circle there. I must kind of know how to do one because I kind of did one there.
I've never seen that before.
Okay, I got 100,000 points for AM. Only grabs are counted, so that was pointless to do a shove it there.
That was awesome.
There's no reason to do these in like any of these nail the trick things in normal play, because like they don't give you enough points really to like ever need to actually do these. It's just not worth it. Ah, 100,000 is AM. Okay, so I've got AM, so I should be able to end the. No, did I retry it? Oh, I clicked too fast and retried it. No, that's the worst possible thing that could have happened to me. Why did that happen?
I've never seen that before.
See, all that work for 9,000 points. I can get it. I can do 9,000 points in my sleep.
That was awesome.
There's also no. It loves to go into a flip trick unnecessarily.
Great one.
Yeah, that was like a 9,000 point flip in 0.2 seconds.
Wow, you'll have to come up with a name for that one. I've never seen that before. Great one.
Now this time when I finish, I'll into my goal early again this time, but hopefully not not accidentally restart it.
That was awesome.
I'm glad out of all the things that Skate stole from these like super late Neversoft games, I'm glad Nail the Trick was not one of
Seen
them.
that before.
Because what a way they would have wrecked their series right from the start.
Your
End
creativity
run.
really
There we
stood
go.
out there, man. I'd love to be on your team.
We've done it. There it is. We got Bob. Team built. Is that it? Is that credits rolled? On Proving Grounds, finally? Proving Ground. I keep calling it Proving Grounds, and there's no S at the end. It's Proving Ground. That is not credits rolled. But that's everything, right? Team Filming Challenge. There's always something at the end. There's always some kind of... Oh, at my skate lounge. Oh, that thing at the beginning of the game that it told me I could, like, customize and set up, and then I didn't ever go back there outside of the tutorial goal for it? You mean to tell me there's a purpose for that? Of course there is. Of course I should have gone back there and actually done something with that space for this exact moment at the end. I'm gonna go there, it's like 2 rails are sitting there from when I first went through that tutorial and then never touched the space again. That's great. See, I tried doing something that cool and nail the trick mode. Would never happen in a million years. Oh, you can't just... Every part of this world is open. You can just go straight into, except for the skate lounge. You slam directly into the wall of. Very cool. Oh, look at that. See, there's more than just, like, a rail. there's like 2 kickers and a rail. This has to be, like, the stock. Like, the exact stock way this is set up. I never stepped foot back in here after that.
This pad is a great spot. You'll be able to build some great stuff to film on. Record some good footage and then make it the sickest skate video ever.
Pick a pro to film a clip with. Do I, like... Where do I pick from? Are they standing here? Oh, yep, they are. They're just standing here.
Hey, climb up on that platform. Let's shoot something good.
Okay, cool. So, it was perfectly fine that I neglected this place the entire game. Because I could just... They're just gonna make this magic ladder appear here. That's attached to nothing. Oh, okay. I gotta climb this every time? Climb the platform, skate the bowl, scoring 50,000 points. You'll earn bonus points for acid dropping off of the platform. That would have been it. It's like I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing here. Just completely splattered the side of the bowl. Not even anywhere near where I need to be. Ooh, sorry for the yawn. Busy last couple days really got me worn out here. But I refuse to sleep until Project 8, or this isn't Project 8, this is Proving Ground. I refuse to give up until Proving Ground is finished. Of course, the BAM goal is one where you have to... It involves climbing up and jumping off of something high. These games just simplify this poor man down to nothing.
Hang on. Let's try that again.
I wish they would at least start me from the top of the platform so I don't have to sit here and climb this ladder over and over again. The world's most engaging content right here. Just watching a guy climb a ladder like 7 times in a matter of 2 minutes. It's like you're watching a stream of somebody playing Metal Gear. What do you mean? Oh, do I have to land the 50,000 before the time ends? And you go, it can't, my combo can't end before then? Or after the timer? There we go.
Nailed it.
That's all I had to do? Okay, well, I was pushing it way past what I needed to. Pick a new pro. I know his is going to be something stupid like a nail the trick thing. I don't want to do a nail the trick thing. Well, I guess I have to do all 3 of them regardless, huh? Well, that's Ryan Sheckler. I didn't do a pro thing for him.
Record a sick nail to grab.
Oh, of course it's a nail to grab. Every time you're doing that stupid nail to grab thing, and it throws you into that at the end. It throws you into a flip trick at the end. Like that. That was supposed to be a finger flip to count it as a grab, and it did not want me to do a finger flip. I don't even know how I would possibly get that high of a score on a nail to... There's no way you can get that high of a score on a nail to grab. Okay, maybe it is a little bit possible. Like, I got close there. If I didn't come down sideways, it wouldn't be so bad. This might be possible, but just barely possible. I can't ever tell on a finger flip where the like where the point is that I can let go of it and catch it. Like, I would have thought that was it. Maybe I didn't get it quick enough there. It also would help if it would quit shoving me to the side. Every time I go up it just like immediately twists me sideways. Because it starts it at an angle. I need to be straight up and down to not just bail every time I come off of. That was never going to work either. It like sent me sideways again. It leveled me out. I didn't ask to be leveled out. I don't know. I truly do not know. But I know I cannot pass this goal without doing the finger flip, because that's what gets the most points. But I have landed finger flip after finger flip, and for whatever reason, they are just... There's no sense to how they work now. Here we go. And it wasn't enough. Okay. Whatever. If it takes it, it takes it. No complaints.
Let's film a great nail the trick combo.
Of course. What a way to end this game. These stupid nail the trick things. Ah, there it is. He's got the skateboard. I had the tech deck of this, the Ardo Star. Is it Star? Starry? Sorry? Whatever his. I'm trying here, you know. He's. I can pronounce his first name. I don't remember what his last name is. Ardo Starry? Sorry. It's on the bottom of the board. If I can get it to turn that way where I can read it, I can mispronounce it even better. I had this tech deck of this board. And when I played this game for the first time, I was so excited to see it. I had a wicked tech deck collection as a kid. Like, it rivaled some of the greatest tech deck collections we've ever seen. And that's a interesting lore bit about me. Was I any good at it? No, but I had quite a collection, and the little half pipe, and like the kicker box, not kicker, but like the fun box with the little rail on the end of it. That was also a carrying case. This is the lamest thing anyone's ever admitted. Just on the internet. Just on the internet talking about my tech deck collection. I'm a grown adult. Hey, whoever subscribed, I appreciate you. Thank you for giving me one of those. It may have come from a video. It may not even be anyone in the stream. But still appreciate it if those subs come in. Every single number is highly appreciated. Even all you lurkers not chatting. If you're in here lurking, tell me about your tech deck collection. I'd love to know. I apologize if you're lurking in the back half of the stream. I really front load these things with content. The back is a lot of just me going serious gamer trying to get through a game. And running out my list of things to talk to. I've got some stuff on my list I could still pull out if I needed to. But right now the game has been providing me just gibberish to spew out at you. Ah, that was it. Ah. Well. If I could figure out how to rotate while I'm doing these, like how to spin, that would really help. Because I thought it was like I thought the like bumpers did that, but apparently not. I can't figure out how to rotate the guy once I'm up there. And that in Project 8, that was how I like really racked up the score, was by doing nail the trick with a spin. And that saved me through every single time I had to do a nail the trick. But not this time, I guess. I guess I could refer to something on my list to get you through this part. It's not just me talking about nail the trick mode. I didn't really go to anything on the list. It just popped into my head. I was thinking about things that happened this week. Silently, as I'm just sitting here talking about nail the trick, I'm racking my brain for things that happened during this week. And I did remember it was Michael Rooker's birthday this week, which may not. I'm stuck behind the wall. Can't do anything. That doesn't pertain to a lot of skateboarding stuff. That Michael Rooker had a birthday this week. It really doesn't pertain to my week much, but it reminded me of the time I met Michael Rooker at a convention. Like, I forgot that I had met him at one point. I went to this convention in like 2016 that they don't do anymore. It was called Heroes and Villains Fan Fest. It doesn't exist anymore. It was a Walking Dead and like CW superhero convention. Like, those are like the only superhero like actors that were there. I went there to meet Stephen Amell. I'm a huge Green Arrow fan. But I just kind of walked around and met a bunch of other people too while I was there. One of them being Michael Rooker. Also, Chandler Riggs was there. I met, and Stephen Ogg from GTA 5. Also a Walking Dead character is why he was there. He wasn't there. He wasn't like the lone guy that wasn't in Walking Dead or a CW superhero. But the thing I thought about is when I met Michael Rooker, I was with my mom and we went together. That most Comic-Con piece of information that you have to have. I went to it with my mom. We were there talking to him, and then we go to get our pictures, and as we're taking the picture, or like as we're standing there, his hand slides down and just rests right in the center of my right cheek, not my face cheek. And it sits there, and then it doesn't move for the remainder of the picture. Michael Rooker is just not gripping, just resting. And I noticed it mid-picture, and I imagine he probably noticed it and just didn't want the awkward... Either he didn't notice it at all, or he didn't want the awkward experience of removing it and bringing it up. So it just stayed there for the remainder of the picture. But if you look at the picture, I have the most like shocked and surprised face. So I've never posted it anywhere. And I thought about it for his birthday, posting it when I saw it come up. And then I got distracted. I think something to do with my toddler, because that's usually why I get distracted from doing things now. But I thought about the bit. So maybe now that I've mentioned it here, I'll post that up somewhere. It is most certainly one of the funniest pictures of me ever taken. I looked like I saw a ghost in it, but I was uncomfortable that there was a ghost there. Really nice guy, other than that. I guess I should state that. I really enjoyed that meeting with him. I'll probably put that up, that picture somewhere up on socials. You can find those. in the description. I'll put it in the Discord too, in the stream chat, so that people that are in the Discord, also in the description, you can find it there. I wonder if I could not use this quarter pipe and instead put a kicker down and then jump off a kicker, because those are way better for nail the trick. Like this. Can I do this? Ah, there we go. That's all I needed. That's it. We are done with this goal. If I would have just realized I could go off of this also, then that would have taken care of everything way sooner.
Nailed it.
Is that it? There we go.
You
Hottest
got
team
one of the
ever.
best career team-
Now, does that roll credits? There it is. There's Proving Grounds. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, yes, I'm excited for it, but oh no. That means that next week we have to do Tony Hawk's Ride. Like, we're there. I'm going to be standing on a skateboard for the next couple weeks every Friday night. Oh boy. What a scary thing to think about. I'm actually, it's going to be time. It's funny, it's showing me all these pros. I didn't see 90% of these people because the way I just like plowed through directly like one line of characters. I missed so much of this game. just like, I forgot Lance Mountain was in it. I saw him in the like one of the classic modes. I guess I don't. Can I skip that? Yeah, I can just skip that. That works. Did I unlock anything cool for finishing this, or is it just like, yeah, you can just go back to playing the game now? That's it. It's just like, it's good to go. Did I unlock characters for finishing that? Did I get anything, or did I just finished the game and that's it? Like, the game is just done? I can just keep going. Normally there's like, you know, a little screen pop up that's like, hey, you finished the game. Here's some stuff you probably don't care about. How much time we're doing okay on time. I've got a little bit more. I could run around. There's classic modes I skipped entirely through here. I'm not gonna go do all of the classics before I move on, because I would like. Now that we're here, I'm ready to do it next week. The ride next week. I also didn't see what Hawkman was. But we'll go in here and see. Is there any? Nope, no special characters, at least in the classic mode. And I don't think this game has a free skate. I think this is it. I swore there were secret characters in this. Like, I think like Travis Barker is one of them. I'm pretty sure he's in this. And I think one of the Beastie Boys, maybe? Oh. That's a big combo to just let go. Yeah, there's no way to like not way overshoot that jump. It's wild that it considers this bridge like a whole level. There's not enough stuff to skate here to consider this a whole level. I'm curious if in the PS2 version this is... Oh, I didn't have to jump off of that? Oh, I should have manualed there. Well. Oh, I guess it goes over here. I didn't even think about this whole side of it. Did it tell me how many goals I got? Because I accidentally skipped past it. No. Is there another one? There's another one. Yeah, we'll just run through a couple of these before I shut her down for the night. How do I do this? We'll do BAM for this one. Collect the blueberries. Oh, is this a a really dated joke? The blueberry, like the BlackBerry phone. That's hilarious. I love how much work they put into that joke. Did I miss it? Oh no. Where was the O? There it is. And I way overshot where I was going for it. I'm entirely missing this jump. There we go. This is some of my finest freestyle skating at the moment. This is the best I've done the entire series of streams. Outside of that downhill jam thing where it glitched and I just spun for a solid 4 minutes. I don't even know what the 6 score is, but I don't think I'm going to get it. No, nowhere near it. That's okay. None of this matters anymore because the game's already finished. You know what we didn't do? I completely forgot about. We almost let this whole game... Excuse me. We almost let this whole game go by without looking at the music list. Every game I've done it, and I forgot it for this one. I mean, I did hear... okay, I didn't want to make sure it wasn't, like, categorized by the type of music. Like, I could see the whole thing. I did notice while I was starting this up, because it doesn't start within my save, so I have to go in and tell it that I had to go in and load my save first so that the music goes away, so I'm not blaring a bunch of licensed music and getting flagged for it again, as these Tony Hawk games has liked to do to me. So I did hear Nirvana was in here. I don't remember, was it Breed? I think it was Breed was the song that was playing. I've never heard of ! But that is one sick band name. Airborne, I believe somebody shouted out them in the chat in a different stream. I don't remember which game they were. It might have been Project 8. Angels and Airwaves, I should know more about as such a big Blink-182 fan, but I don't think I've ever listened to a single Angels and Airwaves song. Even I'm a Tom stan when it comes to Blink-182, and I just have never moved over to Angels and Airwaves. I don't know Angelo Jackson or At the Gates. Bad Brains sounds familiar. I've definitely heard a song or two of Bad Brains. It's in the punk category. Yeah, so that's in my wheelhouse. Beastie Boys, Electric Worm, of course. A lot of this is stuff I have never heard of. And maybe it's because I didn't play this game a lot. Like, this was a very short time spent with this game as a kid. Because most of these games, like, really formed my music taste. And the last Project 8 and Proving Ground were just, like, nowhere to be found in my childhood. LP, it's cool to see him in here. I'm not familiar with that song, but that's LP of Run the Jewels. And I believe the Weatherman. I think he was a part of the Weatherman with Cage. Big fan of Cage. Foo Fighters, The Pretender. Yeah, this was around that era, wasn't it? I know of Fu Manchu. I don't listen to them, but I'm familiar with them. I like the name Gorilla Biscuits. Not familiar with it, but I like that name. A lot of this stuff is like stuff I've never heard of. Glad to see KRS-One making a return to a Tony Hawk soundtrack for the first time since Pro Skater 3, I think. Maybe they were in 4. Okay, it was Breed. Nirvana Breed right there. There we go. Painted Black, I'm assuming, is a... I'm just going to take a guess that that's a cover of... What do you call them? I can't play, but it won't play because the music's turned down. They have a name. Magazine. Rock. Rolling Stone. Rock is in like the thing, not the music. Rolling Stone, like a stone is a rock, is where my head was going. That only came to me because right above Painted Black was Roxy. I'm so ignorant. Oh, Pierce the Veil, I'm familiar with the name. Once again, never listened to him. I think they're the band that has a song called King for a Day that I always see pop up when I'm trying to find the Green Day song, King for a Day. Yeah, this is Smashing Pumpkins, I guess. I don't consider myself a Smashing Pumpkins fan, but I know enough of the Clash, of course. Oh, there they are. Look, they came up. Rolling Stones. They were in here. And Sex Pistols, Holiday in the Sun. That's such a good song. Wow, this is a soundtrack of stuff I have never heard of. This is all new to me. Maybe I'll dive into this soundtrack, like off stream where I can listen to it and report back on my rating of it. Because right now at the moment I'm like, I don't know anything hardly in here, other than like 3 songs. Well, like of course I know Sympathy for the Devil and Holiday in the Sun, Clash City Rockers, but so much of this is like I have no idea what Roots Manuva is. Never heard of Roots Manuva, Chin High. Or Pig Destroyer, Loathsome. Things I've never heard of. Oh, I am a ding dong. I'm a big old ding dong. Painted Black is the artist. New Brutality is the song. So no, it's not a cover of the Rolling Stones. I just saw that name and immediately assumed it would be the song Painted Black. It's probably a band named after the song. Oh, I'm an idiot. I have not figured out why people watch these yet. If you know why, tell me, please, because I have no idea why. Well, I could keep going, but I think that's it. I think that's where we're gonna leave Proving Ground for the remainder of the time. I think we're done here. I'm glad it's over, kind of. At the same time, oh, well, I really messed up that piece of my head. Oh, yeah. See, that's why we're gonna end it, because I'm getting sleepy. I can't say it was my favorite game in the series, but it's certainly not the worst. I mean, that was way better than. I think that was better than Project 8. The map is really strange, but it certainly beats 1+2. Yeah, as we can see, there is no free skate. It's only story mode and 2-player, which, oh, I don't have a second controller, so I can't even go to 2-player. Although, I could attach my 360 controller and play my 360 Rock Band controller and play Guitar Hero 3, the demo. Game movies, pro footage. You just get everybody right from the start? I can just watch whoever? I don't have the bales. Sponsor videos. Some bonus movies. Oh, yep, those are all going to have licensed music in them. Well, that's it. That's proving ground for us. I guess I can just cut those off. I don't know why. For some reason, I have two gameplay footage audio tracks, and I shouldn't have two gameplay footage audio tracks. I'll just put that on display because I'm sure it will have Mike V in it, and probably Bam as well. No, it's just a video of them cutting a hole in a board, I guess. I thought maybe it would be skate footage, but no, it's element building and boards. Oh, Nigel Houston. There we go. Oh, so anyways, that's the stream for this week. I'll catch you next week when we do Tony Hawk Ride. Oh, that's the whole thing? Well, that was supposed to be here during here. There we go. Never fails here. Classic whirly bird, as he calls it, footage there. So yeah, we'll catch you next week when we do Ride. Look out for that San Andreas video that's eventually coming. I promise it's coming. I'm well through the edit, so it's almost done. Join the Discord. It's in the description. You can find it. Lots of chat in there. I wish these were longer than 4 seconds because they keep ending. I kind of liked it. Thought it was a nice thing to just have there. I think that's it. I appreciate you for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye now.